talk a little Missouri. The Tigers are 4-0. And, when it comes to commitments, they only have 10 in the 2026 cycle, which is probably on the low end for top teams that are recruiting right now. A lot of programs are talking about 15, 20, upwards of 20, I should say, commitments right now. So who is Missouri pursuing with only 10 commitments in the 26 cycle?
Yeah, they're ready to do some heavy lifting this fall after having another terrific season. Missouri's a program that's won 21 games over the last two seasons coming into this year. They're 4-0, just got a nice win over South Carolina. They're redoing all the facilities on the program, the investment in the school. The last 2 years under Coach Drink, they finished number 8 nationally and finished number 20 nationally. They hadn't finished a season ranked before that until going back to 2014. So Coach Drink has really made Missouri football relevant again. Obviously, they have their sights set on the college football playoff. And with that, they're looking to flip top targets. They got some other uncommitted guys out there. Over the weekend, they hosted Rivals 300 offensive tackle Johnny Jones. He had a great official visit. I think it sets the tone for him moving forward. Former UCLA commit. He's going to be at Mississippi State this weekend. Speaking of Mississippi State, they're trying to flip Rivals 300 edge rusher Micah Nickerson from the Bulldogs. He visited over the weekend. Bryson Wessels, a defensive lineman from in-state, committed to Iowa State. Those are guys they got a great shot at, including Jalen Battle, who also visited this weekend. He's a defensive line recruit committed to Baylor. And there's other names out there. TJ Hodges, he's a 4-star running back from Bryant, Arkansas. I have an old Rivals prediction in favor of the Tigers. Still love that pick. They're battling Colorado, among others, for 4-star defensive lineman Emmanuel Ruffin, a Rivals 300 recruit. The 4-star linebacker DQ Fork, but he had been trending hard to Florida. Keep an eye on Missouri moving forward, Josh, for DQ Fork, but they're on the gas there. They're battling Auburn, Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State for Jared Doty. He's an offensive lineman that blew up this year from the Peach State. At one point was committed to Georgia State. Missouri was his second SEC offer. Ronell Johnson, he's a top 200 player committed to Indiana, 4-star edge. They're trying to flip. Jaden McGregory, he's a 4-star safety committed to Louisville. And then CJ Hester, he's a 4-star safety committed to Florida right now that Missouri's in the middle of it for. You got Arizona defensive line commit Keatron Harris, Oklahoma State defensive line commit Danny Beal, who at one point was a Missouri commit. They're still out there. And then they're looking at a couple JUCOs too, DeMarcus Johnson, Jaden Swanson, who visited this weekend. If the Tigers keep it rolling on the field, I expect them to be one of the hottest teams on the recruiting trail in October and November.
Yeah, Eli Drinkwitz isn't afraid to get in a big recruiting battle, Steve. And if this team can keep winning, he's going to be a force down the stretch.
No question. And at times he has the support that you need to win a modern recruitment. And I don't know if there's a head coach in the country that loves the gamesmanship of recruiting as much as Eli Drinkwitz, and just loves all the secrecy that comes with it. And when you land a rake straw, you run down the hallway and jump up and down, even though he had already told you beforehand that he was committed. Just all of that. Drinkwitz drinks in with recruiting. He's the right guy for Mizzou. Obviously, he's got them playing at a level where they can compete for the college football playoff, and they can compete on the trail for blue chippers. And he's not scared of any logo. He's ready to go to work for Mizzou. Again, they're building the facilities and getting this program right. The excitement around the program starts with him in the corner office. And Missouri, they're looking forward to having some fun on the recruiting trail as they keep winning ball games on Saturdays.